Alright. Looking forward to it. It's about time I explored Timberhearth again.
Hmm.
Now that I know an awful lot better what I'm looking for. Looking at. Do the thing. I'm just gonna do this to get the lodge code prompt. Actually, I'll grab the suit and immediately leave again. Okay, I'm surprised that didn't hurt.
Mm.
Oh, no.
Yeah. I mentioned before there's speed running techniques to get to your ship early. Part of them involves jumping on Slate's head and then going over that ridge in front of you. Doing that and then catching a ride on one of the geysers by timing it just right and landing up on the platform.
No, thank you. At some point, I'll probably have a sequence of streams trying out different speedrunning techniques. Not today. Here you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. You and Slate beefed up the model ship. Can I see it? Again?
Yeah, recalibrating controls and installed better thrusters. Want to give it a test drive? Slate's is just like the real thing, only less likely to start a fire.
It's not just like the real thing.
Find later one of the geyser pools. Show me what you've got.
Whoop!
Yeah, the complete lack of any rotation control really makes this much harder than flying the actual ship. And you can see in the crater on the moon there, that's the alpha model of the ship. So if you go visit it, it's like low poly, low resolution texture.
I just got the achievement.
But for landing the model ship on the moon.
Yep.
Nice.
It's still gonna follow that around for a while, isn't it?
Yep.
Nice zoomed in view of the tower. Can't look away, bro. Oh, it does actually have rotation control. Oop, nope. Sure, let's fly this way. Can I damage my ship by ramming the model into it?
I mean, theoretically, yes. I think it would be possible because they're both physics objects. I don't know if you could get it to have enough force unless it's dropping from like a significant height, though.
Concept? You-
Uh,
Yeah.
So there is also another achievement with the model ship. If you're able to get it to land in the sun or Hollow's lantern, which causes it to actually get destroyed.
Done. Goodbye. Oh, hey. There's the sun station. I have no idea where this is going now.
Space.
That's not very informative, Isaac. I think hit space. I think it hit space a while ago.
Yes, but it is still going spacewards.
I think I just gravity slingshot around the sun.
Either that or another planet.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you do want to go for that achievement, it does take a little bit of timing to get right. Uh, I ended up doing it by just timing the orbit and just flying straight up.
Fair. I have no idea where that's going currently. I'm going to reset. Wait, it's the sun currently. Set not long ago. This will be all the stars going supernova.
Yep.
Send it through the black hole. I very much appreciate that everything is rendered.
Yes, there's a very good level of detail coloring happening.
Yeah.
Oh, in regards to that, the teleporter pads actually, the way they make that work seamlessly is when you're standing on a teleporter pad, it loads in the area where the teleporter is going to before you actually teleport. So just anytime you're in the same room, it loads the corresponding area on the other planet. So we can do the instant teleportation and then deal with the rest of the loading when you're not actively, like, you're about to see pop in happen.
Yeah. Clever. Anyway, let's see if I can successfully deorbit from the sun again without seeing where I'm going. Seeing where I'm going helped me so often last time I tried it. I have absolutely no idea if this is going anywhere like the right direction. I will find
Probably
out.
not, to be honest. And here comes the sunrise.
So, no.
Just if you head straight up, it might get the timing right.
Bye-bye, star. doesn't help that I have absolutely no reference for the distance of it.
Yes. Bigger than you think is generally the unit I would use.
Yeah, fair. Don't crash into the moon again. Don't need to do that one. I think I overshot.
I have a battle you didn't get far enough in the first place.
No, that just slingshot.
Ah.
I'm not sure where it is or if it's coming closer or further away. I also don't know what way it's facing. And now I really don't know what way it's facing. We'll pelt towards it and hope. There is nothing else for me to hit. Just land in the sun. Yay! Destroy the model rocket by flying into the sun, always Lantern.
I think Micah might have some dialogue for that, I'm not sure.
Aye.
Wow, that was just like the time the external fuel tanks exploded on re-entry.
Thanks.
You'll be okay flying the big one, right?
Yes, I definitely will not fly it into the sun over and over and over and over and over. Speaking of, I still don't have that achievement. Yeah. Hi, Poppy.
Hey, Hatchling. I hear you're leaving us to seek adventure amongst the stars. When you return, let's you, me, and Gossin open up a bottle of the good stuff.
I'm really seeking adventure among one star, actually. Other stars are rather too far away for our level of technology.
Another metaphor ruined in the name of scientific accuracy.
Indeed.
Nevertheless, I do hope you enjoy your travels. Good luck.
Thank you.
So I'm not sure how much re-exploring you wanted to do, but
Yeah.
you did see every bit of dialogue last time you explored the town.
Yeah. I'm more curious about anything that's more meaningful now that I know more. Yeah. Where's Legend?
Yeah, one of the kids was hiding there with the signal scope hide and seek, but that's about it behind the waterfall.
Yes.
Hello,
Eh,
astronaut.
if it isn't my favorite troublemaker.
We wanted to play hide and seek, but Moraine wouldn't let us borrow their signal scope because it's really delicate and not supposed to be thrown around like that.
Yeah, Moraine's a real bore.
Hey, can we use your signal scope? Can we? Can we please? We'll even let you be it.
Sure, let's play.
Woohoo! Okay, here are the rules. Galena and me will hide in these radios, and you'll use your signal scope to find us. Last one to be found wins. Okay, close your eyes and start counting.
Okay. Also interested to be listening to the music. I find it interesting that the signal scope remembers the signals between things.
Maybe it's connected to your ship's computer some way. Because your ship log remembers stuff because it was built using a chunk of stone from the statue as part of its circuitry.
Quite possible.
So
Anyway, anything happen if I just leave them be until sun?
nothing happens. They're just there.
That one. Hi. Yes, I found you.
You found me. And you gave them a fashionable new hat. No, their hat.
Hi. Found you.
You got me, but I'm the last one. I win! Promise you'll play again?
Yeah. I will play again over and over and over again. Unfortunately, you won't remember it. I'm tempted to see what happens if I run out of fuel on a planet with infinite oxygen.
Well, yeah, oxygen tanks do keep replenishing, but it's just... You basically just lose access to the jump boost thruster.
Feel quiet. I don't like
Yep,
it
you
being
left the
quiet.
village.
Is this all just the same underwater space?
Yes, all of the geysers are connected.
There's a lot of info in that.
Yep.
Cool. Anyway, not particularly useful to me. Sunbeak.
Mm. Yes.
Actually, what? Use this. Just for down into the same place.
Yep.
And then Moon comes crashing through me. Alright. Hi, Gosling.
Hey, what about you before the big launch?
Yes, this is definitely before the big launch.
Nerves getting the better of you?
Are you kidding? I'm a natural at this.
Is that so? Funny, I seem to recall the first time you strapped on a jetpack, we had to come fish you out of the crater near the South Pole.
I remember no such thing. It's been a very long day.
So, listen, there's a satellite, which is definitely not just a piece of broken mining equipment, set up down in the zero-G cave and in need of repairs. If you're looking for a little last-minute zero-G practice, head down the lift and into the cave. Or don't, so long as you're confident you can make ship repairs in space.
One repaired satellite coming.
Cool. Get to it and try not to concuss yourself right before your first launch.
Yes, before my first launch. Now, I am curious. What happens if I put on another spacesuit while I'm already wearing one? Also, I really like the stone.
Yes.
This goes down a lot.
So, I think it probably just not let you put it on. But we shall see. Or it may just have an empty rack and let you put your current spacesuit back onto it.
Yep,
Just won't let you put it on.
I have the mild concern of I don't have much fuel left.
Yeah. Nothing in here you haven't seen before if you want to head back. Or you can
I
just
more
look
want to
around.
have a look at the zero-G cave a bit more.
Yep.
The additional thrust is a little more noticeable in this context.
Yes.
Oh, really? Great timing. I like seeing the, I like that the planetary path thing doesn't care what your altitude is.
Yes.
So exploring the center of a gravity well gives really dramatic paths very quickly. I have no thrust. Or I
Yep.
have insufficient thrust to break gravity. And it died. Oh, right, the emergency recall thing, yeah. The ship model didn't have the emergency recall that the Scout launcher does.
Well, probably because they're not expecting it to end up in a dangerous situation.
Whatever could you mean? Cool. Getting it to the heart of Giant Steep.
Possible, but I don't know how doable it would be without having some kind of modded camera so you can see what you're doing.
Yeah. Oh, cute. Quite. Yeah, still not Yeah. I suppose I should actually read the text of the things. Text up here is not useful. I like that one particularly.
Yeah, if you've read all of the signs and such.
Yeah, I'm just curious about what is said, because again, it has been a very long 20 minutes.
Fair enough.
Will probably kill you, in my experience, always kills me. Definitely takes a long time to go away. What are you up to? Oh. Yep. I don't know what you're looking at.
Base.
Space, yes. Yep, there's nothing interesting that they could be looking at in any of the frequencies that I'm aware of. Yeah. Bye. Bye. I just like playing with the quantum moon.
Yes.
Actually, I should try and catch up with the satellites at some point. Yes, yes, it's weird, it opened its eyes, whatever mystery, we shall never understand it. Anyway, new exhibit.
The radio tower here on Timber Half was built to receive transmissions from our deep space satellite, and to this day still houses the first ever photos taken of the entire solar system.
Very nice.
These photos were made possible by the deep space satellite's unusual vertical orbit that carries it high above and below the plane of the solar system. Thanks to a recent upgrade, the deep space satellite is now responsible for generating the real-time solar system map used by our newest astronauts.
Which I have found
So
tremendously useful.
before the update that added the DLC, I don't think either the satellite wasn't there or it just existed but didn't do anything. After the DLC was added, the base game was updated so that you could now deorbit the satellite and lose map functionality.
Yes. Balls move on their own because gravity is weird.
Yep.
Have I read this? I don't know.
Yes, you did.
Yes. It's now finished construction. Device won't take long. Which device?
The eye signal locator on the moon. That they said, oh,
Yes.
this isn't working, let's build a bigger one. So they went and did that on Ember Twin, I think. Either Ember Twin or Brittle Hollow. And then, oh, this isn't
Brittle
working,
Hollow.
let's build a bigger one. And made the observatory on Brittle Hollow. And then, when this isn't working, let's try something else.
Yeah, I think Brittle Hollow's North Pole is the main locator. Brittle Hollow's South Pole
But no.
is the observatory.
No, it would have been Ember Twin had the locator because Brittle Hollow's North Pole is the ice cap with the ruined buildings and the Wattpad.
You're right.
It'd be
Ember.
Ember Twin's South Pole has the more sophisticated locator. The Quantum Moon locator is on Brittle Hollow, I believe.
Yeah, that's the one I meant.
Yeah.
Anyway, no, my writing is was essential in deciphering their unique language. Although the text is linear, no, my text often branches off from separate points. Yes, is that interesting? So,
Pottery.
discovered on Hollow. Strange animals from celestial objects. Nope, they were in fact not from our system. Parts of the Nomai skeleton.
Because it's not a complete one.
I know,
It doesn't have the arms and legs.
but there are so many Nomai skeletons around.
Hmm.
Why did they not get a full skeleton? Like, some of them even
question.
animate themselves. Why
Yeah.
did they not get a full upright skeleton? Yes, and having only 3 eyes.
It's a very, very underfunded museum. Despite being the largest building on the planet, there is only 1 to 2 people operating it.
Yeah. I know why they disappeared. No, my technology we brought back has been very useful. So yes, they've figured out the basics of the warp tech, or at least how to trigger it. Aye. Fish specimen was found attached to the landing gear of one of our ships that flew close to Dark Bramble. Yeah. Dark Bramble is, that was a fun one.
Yes.
Oh, hey, a picture of the, escape pod.
Yeah.
And as it grows older and runs out of hydrogen, starts to contract. It contracts its hotter, causing it to expand. So it's massive enough it continues to use carbon till ultimately collapses and explodes. This will one day be the fate of our own sun. But we'll never live to see that happen.
Yeah. So all these photos in the museum and such, the devs took inspiration from Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker. Because like the same kind of idea of all these photos of locations in the game that you're not given much information about, so you get interested about them and want to go see where the photos are taken.
Nice. I love that this is just this crude little model made out of wood, rotating the wrong way. That's a specifically slower animation.
Yeah, the first time you open up the map, or well, specifically when you open
No.
up the map from that
From
stump,
there.
it does that. Yeah.
Also, it was wrong.
Yes. Well, I suppose you are on the equator, so it's just displaying it from upside down.
Yeah. Also, we have
So displaying
underlight
it
at the moment.
from the south instead of from the north.
Yeah. Anyway, let's see how long I've got to continue exploring this place. I want to get the little scout onto the end of the telescope so I can see what it's looking at. Actually, there's also that I might want to have another look at. Shuttle. Yeah. 2 cameras. Yep. There it is.
There it goes.
The signal scope. I don't see anything that looks like Nomad Tech on it.
Hmm.
Being unable to get any lower by conventional means, I will do this. Also the jumbo marshmallows.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. Excellent. I love the technology made out of primitive components. The
Yes.
vast amount of wood that is in our spacefaring equipment.
Yes, it's really funny. I don't know why they're like, oh, we have to make sure we don't mine too much metal so that the species that develops here will be able to use it, and then they go and build everything out of wood anyway.
Is that because there was no metals to be found?
I mean, there's a lot of metal that they're mining. They are mining the metal in the Zero G cave, and there's like a lot of ore still left behind. They just prefer making things out of wood.
Yeah, and there's a decent bit of metal that we do use.
Yes.
Like, most of the functional stuff in that is metal. But it's then just a fairly substantial amount of it is still wood.
And the rest is rope and duct tape.
Don't be ridiculous. Duct tape is way better than what they've got. Never paid attention to the little scout launcher that's there. Let's see what other wonders this planet has to offer.
If you want to look for the radio tower, it does show up on your radio frequency as a deep space radio frequency on your signal scope.
Yeah. Is there anything much to explore on the Big Geyser Mountain?
No, it's just what you can see on the outside, and then there's the landing pad, and then the smaller geysers are, again, it's just like the ice mountain surrounding it, and then the hole going into the center of the planet.
I might have a look at the Noma stuff.
Yep.
It's been a while since I've seen all of that section of the stuff. Yeah, let's
Fair enough.
refuel and heal first. Yes. This will be a matter of understanding the mysteries rather than wondering at them. Nope. Not sure what the artwork on that is. Have a look later. I'm impressed that Ridge has survived so well, still being under the force of the waterfall.
They're made very sturdy structures.
This has been well established, yes. To be.
Well, there was stuff talking about having to relocate the initial mining site because they found the Harfian's ancestors, and then mining site 1 would have probably been Ash Twin. They were hollowing it out.
Yeah, true. I mean, that is immediately a more complete skeleton.
Yeah.
Better at flying now. I'm still amazed by how much all the Ash Twin project requires. Range tiles being built on Ash Twin. Quite large. Shield tiles all being taken from Ash Twin. This is for the immensely thick protective shell that will physically seal off the chamber inside Ash Twin's core. To be fair, it's a rather impressive chamber.
Yes.
Relieved our position to use timber huts or only for constructing the shell. If eventually life on this planet were to evolve, yeah, we're gonna use the timber. Sealing the entrances. I'm impressed that the pun translated.
Yes.
I thought you had forbidden your apprentice from making puns. How else would he improve? Yes. One of the most interesting things about the process of translation is that puns don't translate.
Yeah, so strangely, puns do translate through, but metaphors or sayings don't.
Yes, in this one. Yeah.
Yeah, so that gravity funnel there, that's what they were using to mine, which is why it's all these regularly shaped, perfectly cylindrical holes. They're just pointing it at the wall, sucking the ores out, and funneling them up to the central deposit up the top.
Yeah, I suppose that checks out.
It's a very efficient way of mining, just point a gravity field at the wall and wait for it to dislodge itself.
Yeah. And it's a very pretty self-luminescent ore.
Yes.
Just thinking, would have been really interesting if, like, as a data saving measure, effectively, you're not in an infinite universe, you're inside a massive shell of this material.
It's possible, but then you wouldn't get the supernovas.
Yeah. Nope, I want to go all the way up. Bye. But yes, it is a clever way to do mining. And I missed it.
And back up again.
Ouch. Anyway, I'm going to leave that open for any Harbians to come around and take a look at if they have the time. That's badass. Oop, and I'm in orbit.
Yes. Which is why the museum is talking about Feldsar being the first Harpian to be intentionally launched into orbit.
Yes. Where is that ship?
Well, obviously wasn't left here, so just, I guess there's some artwork commemorating the first time they landed here.
Yeah. What? Haven't got terribly long left.
And there it is.
I know. Yep. We'll explore it tomorrow.
You got time.
Yeah, I'll explore this first. Probably take the majority of my remaining time. Maybe. Better.
Despite my checking on them at least 1,000 times over, the images are still not ready to print over in the radio tower. Well, it's like they say, a watch satellite never transmits data. Haha, this little joke for you, Journal. No one says that.
Whoever it is who wrote this needs to get out more.
Someday I'll have to study the mechanics of how time manages to slow to a syrupy crawl whenever I'm anticipating something. In the meantime, I've turned to Gabbro, our resident expert in leisurely whiling away the hours, who recommends the following. Gabbro's 3 foolproof steps for dozing off. 1. Light a nice cozy campfire and get comfortable. 2. Gaze deeply into the serene warmth. 3. Let time begin to slip away as you allow the flames to lull you into a peaceful slumber. If Gabbro knew I'd taken notes, they'd probably think I'd finally cracked, but I refuse to accept sass from an astronaut who deliberately burns their marshmallows.
You have cracked. So, Marshmallow first. Not deliberately burning it. Not too bad. And follow those 3 steps. Because of course it's not going to be long until thing go boom.
Yes.
Speaking of,
And there it is.
what happens if I don't extinguish it? That. I'm fairly sure I have
Yes.
tested that before.
Yes.
You. Turn that off. Really? Let's go. Where is it?
Button fronts.
Yeah, that has not actually turned my HUD off.
Strange.
Strange indeed. It's turned off only the useful parts of the HUD. Alright, fine. 10 signal. Yes, I am alright. More of the implausibly efficient solar panels. Are those just on glorified cardboard?
I mean, probably. Considering cardboard is just wood.
And next time I'll go into the radio station. It is interesting looking at all the stuff again, having some better idea of context. All these strange mysteries of the Nomai. It's just, yeah, That's about right.
Yep.
You're missing so much detail. Hmm. Right there.
And we're recording. It's been 2 days since the launch of the Deep Space Satellite, and I'm about to view the first batch of photos. Let the record show that on this historic day, Outer Wilds Ventures has... Ah, they're printing, here they come! Stars above, will you look at that? There's Brittle Hollow, and look there, that's Hollow's Lantern, and there's Giant's Deep, and the Quantum Moon! I'm speechless, completely speechless. Every single astral body in our magnificent solar system, looking stunning from every angle in each of these 3 images, and in colour, no less.
That's
Now
an
this
impressive
is
one.
art. I could stare at these photos forever. Doesn't Timber Half look tiny from... Hold on. What is that? That can't be right. That's not even possible. Am I interpreting this photo correctly? What's even stranger is it doesn't show up in either of the other photos, just this one.
Great.
Well, there must have been an equipment malfunction, I suppose. Only sensible explanation for it. I radio Gabbro and asked them to go examine the satellite's lens for defects.
Yeah, that's definitely what it is. Nice. Interloper, the Hourglass Twins. Yes, that'll be Timberharp with Quantum Moon and the Other Rock, Brittle Hollow with Hollow's Lantern, Giant's Deep, and Darkwater. Same again, but also something that shouldn't be there. With its own moon?
That's Timber Half.
Yes, it is. Atmosphere being weird. And this one. That should be it. Yeah, that's the more interesting.
Then you have the
Let's do that from the outside.
yeah. There's the 4th photo after Gabbro went to go check on the satellite.
Yes. Hi. I love that antenna. That's just a weather vane. That's been crudely maintained as vaguely straight.
You need to get it up on the roof, I think, for it to activate.
Just taking some pretty screenshots while I still have my HUD off. How do I do it? You fast does that move? Because it's actually staying... Yep, there you go. There are no other signals I'm particularly aware of.
Yeah, Deep Space Radio just has those two things on it because they're the only things communicating on that frequency.
Yeah, that's fair. Most of the things in shot there. Alright, so... Question is, what is it that I should go mess with? Probably satellite again. Actually, the first thing I want to do is I want to try and rendezvous with the satellite orbiting around Timberhearth. Yeah, except that's what you.
Yep, there it is.
Yep. I'm surprised it was just the headlights.
And the landing gear.
No, it was just the headlights.
Oh.
I'm doing this way.
Here it comes.
Yep. I love small planets with low gravity that I can just use my jetpack to get orbital velocity. Just barely. And hey, like you've said. Oh, that's not. Sorry, like you said, speedrunning technique to not use the ship.
Yes. Although that's more about a speedrun challenge category than actually doing anything faster.
Yeah, yes. Catch up. Seems there is air resistance.
Yeah, because you're inside the atmosphere, so there's air resistance. But once you get out, there isn't.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fine. Someone very intelligently designed these things to be able to burn regular air as fuel, so therefore I have infinite fuel. For now. I haven't looked you again. You're gonna hit something like that.
Here comes a mountain, and here comes the ground.
Mountain and then ground.
Yes, you unfortunately experience physics.
Yeah. Such a pain, that. Anyway. I wonder if I can catch up to the Nomai probe. Because of course I have the benefit of being able to accelerate continually, rather than the Nomai technology of fling and hope.
Yep.
To be fair, they're very good at flinging.
May need to slow down.
I very need to slow down.
Oh yeah, the automatic autopilot engaged to bring you back into the solar system because your escape trajectory was very fast.
No. Uh, wasn't quite sure what I was expecting. It's not quite that.
Yeah, it's not interactable with in any way, but it is fully modeled and has a physics point that you can match velocity with.
Yes, which is nice. Is it something that I could, like, use my ship to redirect its velocity to keep it within the system?
Um, it's possible. I
Yep.
don't know myself. Oop, there goes your ship. Yeah, I don't know the answer to that myself. I do know that if such a thing was possible, it wouldn't have any effect other than you have redirected the probe.
Congratulations.
Yep.
Alright, let's try not killing myself against my ship again.
Yes. Thankfully, you can target your ship and match velocity.
Yeah, but I don't want to do that. Nor, in fact, do I need to do that.
Fair enough.
So I can do that. And that way I've still got match velocity on this.
Mm.
Yep. Trying to remember which direction maps to which button when I'm looking in the wrong direction. Well, I'm certainly shifting it.
Yep. If you target the sun, you'll be able to see what your current relative velocity is.
Fast.
Mm.
Anyway, I'm not convinced by how much force it was willing to give this. I'm going to accelerate a little bit harder.
Yes.
And hopefully still have time to do something vaguely useful.
Yep. Yeah. If you look around for the satellite, there it is.
Do that. Thanks. Radio channel designed to receive photos taken from the Deep Space satellite. Several photos of the entire system. Something strange in one of the photos, but concluded equipment malfunction was the only sensible explanation. Unfortunately, I know better. Does the satellite appear on here?
I don't think so.
You think you're doing?
Check. You might need to trigger something first. Let me just check it. No, it does not show up on the ship log at any point. But it is on the map, and you do have the signal scope. So
Yes, I also am very fast. And still, or again, well beyond the limits of the system.
yeah. You may want to start decelerating. You can lock on now, so you should be able to autopilot.
There is a fuel gauge.
Yes. It does actually deplete as time goes on. You just don't have enough time to use up all your fuel.
Which is kind of helpful.
Gabro here, checking in on a deep space satellite for ground control's request to check out the possible equipment problem. See, Hornfells, I do too work. You know,
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind being a satellite. It's peaceful out here among the distant stars and the soft, velvety darkness. But it's awfully nice for naps too.
Yeah.
Oh, right, the lens. Alright, little satellite, let's see what the trouble is. Huh. Everything looks A-OK, ground control. No dust or scratches on the lens, and no evidence of sparking or violent explosions. Guess that rules out an equipment malfunction after all. Hear that, pal? You're in great shape. Keep up the good work out here.
Wait, why is that letting me take retrograde photos?
Is that so?
It's letting me take reverse side photos.
Hmm.
What of? I'm not quite sure. This is primarily built from a barrel. Yeah. Wait. I kind of want to get this to get the quantum moon to the 6th location. Is my guess. Oh, fluctuations.
So, what are you trying to do?
Get the quantum moon so that it is in the 6th location. Which I may well have just done. It's kind of hard to tell. Oh, nope, there you go.
The quantum moon was visible in all 3 of the photographs before.
Room. Nice. suppose, was not necessarily orbiting the eye. Bye-bye.
So, if you're feeling a bit lost, I will tell you that all the information you need is in the radio tower. You may have just missed a detail.
There was the angle that the photo was taken from. Was certainly one
Yes.
detail, which I noticed was there. I just didn't think I didn't pay attention enough to note what that angle was. Anyway, I've got the little scout on the thing. Let's use that as a private relay, actually. Before I do that, this does have an angle mark on it. It's currently 225. I love that. It's not Tower of Quantum Knowledge, it's the Tower of Quantum Questions. It's basically directly in line with the watch. It's okay. $40. Which puts it... That's a bit of a strange orbit, actually.
Hmm.
Yeah. It should be getting pretty close to that point. Very nice. In orbit before I engage autopilot, because I don't want to repeat that thing that I've done many times. Basically by the time I catch up to it, should be about 40 degrees.
Mm-hmm.
So, hey, decent timing. I'm assuming that the bottom is 0.
We'll find out.
I will. Hi. stop moving. Yeah. I don't want to leave my ship in a spin. That would not be terribly helpful.
No.
Beep. Awesome. Yeah, okay, so still 290. So 0 is going to be pretty well level, so 40 degrees up about there.
Yeah. You may not have enough time to
Not
um,
quite.
get there. Yeah, you might do better starting a new loop and then going for the satellite.
What angle does the satellite start at, I wonder?
I don't remember what it starts at exactly, but you do have enough time to get there from the beginning of the loop before it hits 40.
Yeah. Way up, so currently. Pretty well below it. Yeah, I'm going to meditate until next time. Bang.
Yep, and this next loop is probably going to have to be my last one, looking at the time.
That's fair. I had an interesting day. It's a physics object. There would be a non-zero chance that the probe launches through you.
Yes, I've seen it happen to people before. It's intangible to the planets and such, so that it doesn't cause any problems. So it just big blue object hurtling directly towards you goes straight through the ground.
Like, I've seen it go through near me, but what would happen if it went through me?
Good question.
Like I said, non-zero chance of that specifically happening. It starts basically on the plane at 0. Coming up, yes, definitely 0. This is done.
And now we wait.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll be it. Hi, what are you? You are wrong. You also don't have a look on immediately. Whoa. Nope. This is very much not what I was expecting. This is very much not even slightly what I was expecting. Actually, that looks like second one first. With something resembling gravity. More than resembling. Right. This is not Nomitech. Thanks for that. So very useful. I like it. It's pretty. Oh, it's quantum. Yeah. Question. Oh no, it's based on light. That's a fun one. That's working me in. Wood. It's remarkably wooden. It's just about to say I'm not terribly inclined to just randomly push buttons, but hey, the worst that could happen is literally I waste 10 minutes. Love the design. Ah. Wow. I thought so. What am I doing? With the current table. Oh wow. This is very pretty.
Yes.
That's substantially less ominous than I was immediately led to believe.
Yes.
Which, hey, brilliant game design.
Yes, yes. There is elements of the DLC that the reduced frights option does affect. I will let you know once you get to a point where it is applicable.
Yeah.
Or sorry, I will let you know once you have reached a point. I will not spoil it ahead of time.
Oh yeah, I know. Tell me your secrets. Triple upgrade, that's awesome.
So the species that resides here is never given an actual name in game, but they've, as a community, they're referred to as Owlks, OWLK.
OWLK?
Yes, a fusion of owl and elk.
Yeah, that checks out. They are certainly tall. Nomai at least have the good sense to be Harthian sized. Not, whatever the Alks are. Though I am curious about this triangular chess game that they have. Do you know if the community has created something to that effect?
Would not surprise me, but I haven't encountered it myself.
Probably ominous kind of face, but very interesting. Oh, great. Is that scripted based on time or my presence?
Time.
So if I'd arrived late enough, that would have already been in effect.
Yep. Although, you can't get in if the water level's higher than the doors. It seals it off.
That's fair. But hey, I'm in. That makes this a little bit easier. Also, this place is entirely artificial. Why do they need a dam? Or at least I'm assuming it's entirely artificial. If it's not, I'm mildly concerned about their choices. That's not ominous at all. That is a little deeper in the alcove. That's interesting. I'm very much queued up to be seeing this as quantum stuff. So I'm expecting the paintings to be shifting as I stop looking at them. But also, this one is set deep in the alcove. Good thing is, I am semi-aquatic, which is entirely granted by my jetpack and not. That's concerning. Okay. Also, the amount of water current in here is disconcerting. Maybe I should come back here when I've got no water in the place.
That would probably be helpful.
Yes. They're very pretty. That's what I start. So they must have all carried lanterns as part of how to navigate their technology. let's put a lantern in that so I can illuminate it. No, their eyes block. Something to that effect. Water is making navigation extremely difficult.
Yes.
Oh, boat.
Current's a little bit strong, unfortunately.
Yes. I'll just go. Stuff collapsing as the water becomes problematic. Tell you what, let's go. If I can. Nope, I can't.
Oh, there's a bit you can get off on there.
Nope, stop.
Very strong current.
Also, very little time. Even less time.
Yep, you got electrocuted.
I noticed. I was not expecting the second one. I'm not surprised by it in retrospect, but still. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to call it there for tonight.
Yes.
I'm sure that'll give you much to think about.
Yes.
Would be a good idea if you want to check your ship log and read through the stuff that got updated before we finish.
Yeah, good idea.
Hey, hold up a sec.
Yeah, I already know about the launch codes.
What? No, I was going to tell you about using the ship log to set destination markers for locations you visited before.
Yes, I know about that.
It's a brilliant feature, if I say so myself, dead useful, and the risk it poses of shorting out the fuel regulator and causing the ship to explode is so minimal that only Dawson would worry about it.
What about locations I haven't visited before?
Oh, sure, I'll just magically have the system know all the possible locations you plan to discover throughout the entire solar system, shall I?
Yes.
Wow, Slate, how do you come up with these incredible ideas? Oh, I do the best I can with what I've got. Really, you're too kind.
Slate, you are a technological marvel.
Whoa, say it again, please? That sounds so good when it's not sarcastic. Anyway, I've got a fire to enjoy, and you've got launch codes to grab. Go wild with the marking feature while you're out there. Just try not to follow it so directly you fly into the sun, okay?
Yep, definitely wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Definitely would not do that.
That triggers after you have been there.
Yeah, I figured.
As a reminder that, yeah, hey, you can mark it in your ship log and not have to waste a bunch of time waiting for a satellite.
Massive artificial ring world hidden within some sort of cloaking field. Yes. Well-lying region near the entrance to the Stranger. With buildings along the bank of the river. There is, of course, more to explore.
So as you cannot translate anything, and you are the only person who is aware of the existence of this thing, all the names for places in the ship log are names that you have come up with yourself. So you have decided to call this the Stranger.
Well, that checks out. It is of unknown origin, and it is not the Interloper.
Yep. And it has been there the whole
entire
time.
Is it static? Yeah, that's just static.
So, but before you were viewing it from the opposite side, so now you have the illumination of the sun.
Yes. Once I get within. And yeah, it's it being static makes rendezvousing with it rather awkward.
Yeah, it also just repels your scout. It is also absolutely massive.
Oh yeah. But the technology in it, to start with, it is dark and unknown, and you've got this like very classic alien technology in this dark, grimy environment. It just all looks so ominous.
Yes.
And then writing you can't translate.
Yes.
Which,
Yeah,
now that I look
so
at it more
part
properly, and was my initial thought was very plant-like, which, yes, I agree, plant-like, but I think more antlers.
yes. Yes. And so the part of the design philosophy of this game is every location is based on and tapping into different types of fears, right? So you've got like we have giants deep with the absolutely massive ocean, with giant hurricanes. You've got the Ember
Jellyfish.
Twins with oh yeah, and the jellyfish. You got the twins with the falling sand, and then if you're in the caves, the rising sand. You thankfully, well, you haven't experienced this yet. If you're in a cave and the sand's rising, it will crush you against the roof. It is a very visceral sound effect of your helmet breaking and you getting squished.
Right.
Yeah, and then Dark Bramble, of course. The Stranger and all the DLC is based around fear of the unknown
Yeah.
and themes of light and darkness.
Yeah.
And they have done a very good job with it.
I have indeed. And that's a really cool effect.
Yes.
The artificial gravity is just strong enough that I can't immediately leave the surface. So it would be zero gravity in the center.
Yes.
Yeah, about that. Yeah, great. They've got some ghost matter.
Yep.
They were not able to escape that. I'm hoping it's not what killed them. That would be sad. Anyway.
Just quickly before you do that, while you've got your scout out, if you want to take a look at the surface that it's on.
Fractal.
Yeah. So there's some more detail in it that you can see a bit better if you're up close, but you can save that for another time.
Yes. That's not good. Looks like the dam's about to break. Appreciate the telegraphing of that.
Yeah. You can use your scout to check its structural integrity as well.
Oh. I very rarely that updated. That is concerningly quickly degrading.
Yeah, and this is where you came in from the other side.
Ah, yes. And that just forces it open. Quite quickly, though. All very nicely done.
Yes. This, I love how it's also like managing to be consistent aesthetics while also being completely different from anything else.
Yes! It's an entirely different design. I'm gonna back. It's an entirely different design philosophy for the culture. It is an entirely different ecosystem that it's built on. It is entirely unique to have the inside of a ring structure as the thing. Yeah. Basically, every single element of this place is entirely unique and fits perfectly.
Yeah, like the rest of the game was a bunch of student projects duct taped together. This is the bit they made when they were trying to make something intentionally.
And yeah. Look, if they nailed the duct tape, the intentional effort is incredible. I get not more of this. No. I'm not gonna try this too today. Yep. Momentum. Anyway, I will let you get to bed.
Yes.
Oh. Well, that was interesting.
Yes.
I look forward to exploring that in tremendous detail.
I am sure you will.
Alright, good night.
Good night.
Oh, right.